Maha, maha, maha to you guys. I'm always excited to come your way. I love talking. In as much as I only have up to the end of the year to keep talking like this, to keep teaching like this. After from January, everything's going to change. Everything is going to change. Of course, you're going to see videos from MEKRA. We introduced Track, the Real African Church, and now you see on our handles Onyamekesi Krom. Onyamekesi Krom has always been what it is. It's always been a place. It's been registered since 2021. So it's been a long time coming, but it wasn't time for me to let the world know all about Onyamekesi Krom. Even today, you're not necessarily going to know about Onyamekesi Krom because we're talking about something totally different from Onyamekesi Krom. Not totally different, it's still under Onyamekesi Krom, but something that blows my mind. I didn't come up with this technology or this, I came up with it, I didn't come up with a name, I must say it, because the name, I was only constantly talking about spiritual science. It started with African spiritual science, and I was like, you know what, it's not even African, it's spiritual science. Then now I say natural science because spirit is still under natural, under nature, so it's natural science. I'm a natural scientist. I have to my left, you've heard her voice, I've had a conversation with her when I was teaching about upgrading the mind, and that's Dr. Peters, right? So I'm going to keep quiet for about 30 seconds. She's going to tell us her name, what she studied the past 17 years. Is it up to 17 years?
No.
How many years?
Let's say 5 years.
No, from your doctor's studies. Right?
Okay, yes. Then we can say
17.
up to 17.
Yeah, so she's been learning for 17 years. You can tell.
Sounds horrible.
It sounds horrible, right? Her entire life has been about studies.
Yeah.
Science. That is her life. And listen, who are you? Who is Dr. Peters?
Dr. Peters.
You have to speak up a bit for me.
Okay, greetings everyone. I am Dr. Peters. Now I consider myself a neurospiritual scientist.
A
Right?
neurospiritual scientist.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to come into the word. Neurospiritual scientist. I've never heard this before. It's only in Onyamekesi Krom that you hear the things you've never heard before. And I remember when I was talking about this, what we are practicing. Remember when we went to that crowning of a queen, we went there. I made a public announcement. This is science. What I'm about is science. But you understand later. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Yes, so I've been studying neuroscience for the past, 5
Before you became a neurospiritual scientist.
Okay, I am a medical doctor. I've studied medicine for about 8 years.
You studied medicine for 8 years.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I decided, okay, well, I need more. I need more, right? So I decided, okay, I'm going to go into the research side of medicine. So that is when I decided to study neuroscience.
So, yes, you studied medicine for 8 years.
Yes.
You were bored with it. You wanted
I was
more.
bored with it because I find like the medical system wasn't really. I don't want to bash the medical.
No, you are not good. We are not. Listen, we are not. You don't even have a license to practice in Ghana, so we don't want problems, right?
Yeah.
We are not about bashing the medical. I love the medical system. It's done amazing in the world. Yeah.
I couldn't continue with the conventional side of medicine because it's not doing well for our people. So I decided, no, I can't continue into this. I need to go into further research to see what is really happening on the research side of things. So that is when I decided, okay, I'm going into neuroscience to get a whole idea of everything. So that is when.
So that's when you started shifting from medicine to neuroscience,
the research side of things.
the research side of things. So you decided to go in there, right? And so neuroscience for 8 years, and the research side of things, how many years did you do?
No, medicine, general medicine.
Medicine for 8 years.
And
then
neuroscience for 4 years.
Neuroscience for 4 years. So that's 12 years. Guys, Listen, funny thing is, people feel you get to sit in the position that I'm sitting in just by doing something a month, 2 months, 6 months, 5 months practice, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years practice, and you are where I sit. People actually have no idea how long we have invested our lives into what we are talking about. The deep research we've done over a long medicine for 8 years, neuroscience for 4 years. That is 12 years giveaway. Right? So in neuroscience, I remember you were studying in Taiwan. And I remember at a point, the Taiwanese government didn't want to release you.
Oh no.
Why?
The research I was doing they wanted me to go deeper into it.
They had never seen anything like that.
Yeah. So they wanted me to further do more deep research into it to get to the results of things.
Let me pamper myself a little bit. They are not seeing anything like that in Taiwan, the research she was doing, because of me.
I think they saw something in it that could have really blown up. So they wanted more.
They wanted it.
They wanted more information on it. Yeah.
Because of me.
Yes.
Listen, I'm just messing around. Right? So, that happened, and I promise you, I'm going to build a research lab for you.
Wow.
I promise you, we're going to do that. So, neuroscience, Taiwan wanted to keep you. That's the thing. When you go outside of Africa to study, you have to bring it back home.
Yeah.
You didn't even leave Africa. Where are you from originally?
St. Vincent.
St.
An
Vincent.
island in the Caribbean.
An island in the Caribbean. I remember there was a prophetic word for you, and I told you that you're going to be a president in St. Vincent. You don't like it.
It's too heavy.
It's too heavy. It's actually for your ticket. You're going to be the future president before you are 50. You're going to be the future president of St. Vincent before you're 50. It's yours for taking. If you want it, it's yours. But we'll still continue with our research. We'll still continue with our research, don't worry. Anyway, so back to neuroscience. You did a research. I think it was in your studies in Taiwan you came into me. How did that happen?
Yeah. I was on a journey. I was confused with the whole Christianity religion. And I needed more again.
You needed more from Christianity religion.
From spirituality. Christianity wasn't making any more sense to me, so I needed something to bring me peace. Yes.
And that led you to?
A video. One day just popped up on my screen.
Because you're following somebody that I know from Germany.
Yes.
Massa.
Yes. Yes, Massa. So I think you were giving a teaching on his page. Right. So that night he came out.
That was 2020, 2019 or 2020?
2020.
2020. No, 2019.
2019.
Latter
Oh,
years of
that's long
2019, yes.
ago.
That's how long I've known her.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yes, that night, that video popped up with you, giving a teaching on darkness. And it was...
I was teaching about darkness.
Yes, into the dark realm. I find it strange because I've never heard anything like this. Yeah. So it's like, wow, this is interesting. This is something different. I want to hear more. Although I was confused a bit, but it drew me in. So I kept listening
to it. And I remember we had a conversation. You said, when you sent me a message that night, I was so rude.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
What did I do?
I simply asked you a question. Who are you?
You asked me a question, who am I?
Yes. And you didn't answer me.
And I didn't answer you. Sorry, guys. Listen, those of you that has been asking questions, it's not like I want to be rude, but I love studies. I love researching. I love learning. So instead of me to waste my time on social media, it's not like when you come on social, it's time wasting. Sometimes I come and sit and I respond to messages. But majority of the time, I'm researching. Because I knew what I was about to do is unheard of. And I knew a lot of people was going to say it's heresy. And I know a lot of people was going to attack me. So I had to stand well. You understand? This is why I didn't care about social media and all of that. I was constantly growing within myself. So sorry for being rude.
Apology accepted.
And then fast forward, what happened after your studies? What happened?
Oh, that's when I traveled to Ghana, right?
So you left Taiwan.
Yes,
They were offering you a very good job,
yes.
a lot of money. You left that behind.
No,
You came to Ghana.
Yes.
For what?
Spiritual side of things.
For the spiritual side of things.
You usually say life is spiritual, so I needed to explore that.
I said life is spiritual, so you
That
needed
is
to.
something you always say.
How did you feel, you being somebody that has studied for 12 years medicine, following somebody who don't have a degree?
The things you were saying was out of this world, so I just had to just humble myself.
You had to humble yourself.
Yes, I had to humble myself and say, okay, no.
And I remember we used to have a lot of arguments. Like
Oh,
you bring subject and I trash it.
Yeah,
And you get so upset.
I was rooted in modern science, Western science, and you're coming with this different perspective of things. So it was kind of clashing in a way.
And every time you went to do the research on what I was saying that sounded nonsense to you initially, what did you find out?
It's the truth.
You found out it's the truth. And they kept humbling you,
Yeah.
right? So where did you move from neuroscience to now neuro-spiritual science? But this is your terminology.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
better this technology, right?
Yes.
Yes, you listen to my teachings, but you better this technology. So I'm not going to take the credit for myself. This is your baby. This is your invention.
I want to say it's my invention because you are the one that inspired it.
Yeah, but it's still your work. Let's not take credit from you. I inspired it, but it's still your work.
Yes. But it came from just a simple statement you said.
It came from what statement is that?
There's no spirituality without the mind. Or
There's
brain.
no spirituality
There's
without.
no spiritual. You can't have a spiritual experience without the brain or the mind. So that was it for me. Like, no. At first, I didn't receive it like,
Okay.
yes. It didn't really made like an impact. But it was after, a few weeks after I started to ponder.
So I said something weeks later. It made sense.
Yes, that is always me with your teachings. Like, I have to soak it in, think about it, and then, yes. No, it makes sense. Yes. So that is when I pondered, there's no spiritual experience without the brain or mind. Then I said, this is what modern neuroscience is missing. This is the key. The spiritual aspect
Of neuroscience. That's what they were missing.
Yes.
So
Because-
literally, you are the mother of neuroscience. Neuro-spiritual
wanna
science. No, neuro-spiritual science. You're the mother. I bless you with it.
Okay.
The whole world will know you to be the mother. And it's going to blow up because I'm going to do something. Guys, you understand it very soon. Neuro-spiritual science is going to blow up, first and foremost. The entire world, universities across the world, are going to come to you to teach them what neuro-spiritual science is all about.
Wow.
So you better brace yourself and start doing the research deep. Because and I told you I'm going to build you a research center, right? So they're going to come here and you're going to take them through a lot of series of lectures. Those of you who don't know, she overqualifies to be a lecturer. Listen. So now, neuro-spiritual science. What is it? What is neuro-spiritual science? But wait, sorry. Before we go into it, the subject of you cannot have spirituality without the mind and hence the brain, right? Because the mind is outside of the brain.
Right.
So without,
Modern science usually say that the mind is a product of brain activity. That is when I realized they were wrong with our conversation.
so that's where I realized modern science is wrong.
Yes.
Okay, say it again. Listen, modern science is wrong. Say it again.
Yes, because when I think about it, it doesn't really make sense. The mind is independent of the brain, right? And that is what you are.
That's what I was saying. Because the mind has nothing to do with the brain.
Exactly.
The mind is not a product of the brain.
Yes.
Do you understand? The
Yes.
brain is a tool, organic tool in the physical body.
Right.
What does the brain do in the body?
But, okay, so the brain is controlling every system within the body, right? Everything that is, all the functions and everything that's it. That's according to neuroscience. That's the highest neuroscience sees the brain, like the highest potential of the brain as.
So we're going to continue here because of the rain. I don't mind the rain, but because of the sound, right? It might affect the sound. So anyway, I'll talk about the fact that the mind is outside. You're explaining that concept. What's the brain and the mind? What the brain does.
And the difference between neuroscience.
No. You're just explaining what the brain does.
Okay. So it's the command center, right, of the body. Directs all the functions of all the different organs and everything that's in the body. Right. It's the most advanced.
So let your voice come up.
It's the most advanced organ in the body because it's direct.
The brain is the most advanced organ in the body.
Yeah, we can say that because it's in control of everything. Right?
Because it's control of everything.
Yes.
Okay, so but basically that's the functionality of the brain.
Right.
Right. And then spiritual people want to say that the brain produces the mind, the thinking process,
the activities of the brain.
But what they don't know is that the brain is only thinking for the physical body. The brain is not thinking outside of the physical body. Anyway, that's a subject for another day. But it's just the same way they say the heart and the spirit. And they try to make you understand that, okay, the heart of everybody is where the spirit is. But it's not, right? Because the heart is a tool. Right. The spirit is not in the heart. Just as the mind is not in the brain. Anyway, another conversation for another day, right? So now, you come into spiritual science, neuro-spiritual science. Why?
To complete neuroscience, because neuroscience.
Wait, when you say to complete neuroscience, are you saying neuroscience is not complete?
It's not complete.
Neuroscience is not. This is a very serious study. I think when you take away fixes, the next difficult thing to study is neuroscience. Or neuroscience is even more difficult than fixes.
For me, it's not that.
For
I
you,
don't know.
No, because I know physics explores the quantum realms and all of that.
Yeah.
So that's a very difficult study, right? Yeah. And a lot of people consider physics to be the only science and consider the rest not to be science. I'm not a physics student. That's what they claim they have, right? But to me, the study of the brain is more deeper than the study of the cosmos. Anyway, subject for another day. Because the world has no idea the full functionality of the brain.
That's true.
They don't know it. They haven't fully... We'll come back to the statement. Without the brain being the platform for the mind to operate, there's no spirituality. Yep. Why do you believe that?
Listen, neuroscience, I'd say, they believe the highest potential of the brain in terms of its biological performance. Like recently, they have discovered that the brain can rewire itself, it can reorganize itself.
They recovered that recently?
Yeah, this was something they didn't really know.
Recently when?
Before, maybe a couple of years ago.
I've always known this.
Really?
I've always known this, guys. It's not new. So I'm surprised that they are now discovering.
Yeah.
So they didn't think the brain can rewire
No,
itself.
they thought the brain was fixed. Like, it was fixed. It's a fixed organ.
So they think the brain cannot grow.
No.
No. Just as a tree, the brain grows.
That's another thing they have discovered too. They thought.
Oh, they have discovered.
Yes, they thought that once a brain cell has died, that's it. That it can't recover again. But now they realize that okay, the brain can produce new brain cells, right?
They didn't know that.
They don't know that.
Even when the brain cells, you see, let me teach you science. I don't know if science knows this, but let me teach something. Even when the old brain cells dies, it becomes the platform, the fertilizer through which it nourishes the new brain cells.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Did they know that?
No, I'm telling you, they now discover this too.
So they are not even there yet.
They are now discovering that.
And guys, it's in your spirituality, and yet you devalue your spirituality. What your fathers gave you, you throw it away because you have no idea the weight of intelligence that sits in our shrines. Anyway, we'll come back to that. So now, why do you believe that? Why do you believe that without the brain, you can't have a spiritual life?
Wow.
Why do you believe that?
Okay. Since I've been here,
Mm-hmm.
all of the spiritual experience.
Since you've been in Ghana?
Since I've been in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
Since I've been in
MEKRA.
What I've seen is out of this world.
What you've seen done here is out of this world.
Yes, it's something I thought I would never seen in my life.
You thought you would never see something like this in your life. The things that happen on this ground. You thought it's not possible.
It's not possible. It's out of this realm.
But now that you are seeing and experiencing it, I remember your family called me the devil. You say I'm the Antichrist. I have the title as the Antichrist. The one. And you see, you want to know the funny thing? I don't mind being called the Antichrist. Your family is not the first people to call me Antichrist. I actually don't mind at all. Anyway, I'll explain that later. Now, Neuro-Spiritual Science. What is it? And let me say this. Why I made that statement, without the brain and the mind, you cannot have a spiritual life, is the fact that the church teaches the opposite. And I can only talk about the church. A lot of people ask me, why are you saying the church? I was never a Muslim. So there's no way I'm ever going to say that the monk says. I was never Hindu. So there's no way I'm going to say the Hindu says. I can only say what I know. And all that I know came from Christianity. So in Christianity, I know the fact that they teach you to renew your mind. Do not be conformed, be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And they teach you not to dwell on the things of the flesh, but rather focus on the things of the spirit. Because the things of the flesh leads you to death, and the things of the spirit leads you to life. Right? So they teach you that everything pertaining to the flesh is distraction, is taking you to death. That's why I say, no, the church is wrong. The Bible is wrong. Because you cannot teach that. Without the flesh, you cannot have a spiritual life. So the flesh is what is giving you a spiritual life. Now, for anybody at all to say anything about, oh, I receive it, what's making you say that? The brain. Your mind. That's what is giving you the experience to even feel something. You understand? Without the brain, can you feel anything?
You can.
So if somebody says that, okay, I can feel the presence of the Holy Spirit, what is actually feeling that presence of the Holy Spirit? Your mind, anything you can feel is a physical thing. I've been teaching this for a long time. You cannot say, I feel something, and then it's not your five senses. By the way, you have 100 senses. You only know 5. What are the 5 senses? Sense of touch, sense of smell, sense of sight, sense of hearing, sense of taste. 5 senses, right? That's all they taught you. There's over 100 senses. Every percentage of the brain, the neuroscience don't know this. I can say it emphatically, right? Every percent, because they say the human being operates 10% of the brain. It used to be 5%. That's what I know. Then you corrected me 10%, right? Every percentage that the human being is able to access of the brain, a new senses open up.
New sense and a new ability, right?
New sense and a new ability opens up. So why they said, because they used to say 5% of the brain is what most human beings operate with, because they only operate in the 5 senses. So everybody that operates on the 5 senses is only operating sense of touch, sense of smell, sense of eyes, sense of sight, sense of hearing, sense of taste. The minute you begin to operate beyond these 5 senses, you are going beyond 5% of the brain. So the 10% you're talking about are those operating on 10% senses. Now, the higher the capacity you are able to occupy in your brain, the more senses open up to you.
Makes sense.
This is why we have 116 chakra points in the body. Every 116 of the chakra points is a sense and ability. 114 in the body, 2 beyond the body. The 2, they are not ready for that. Anyway, right? So you understand the concept of without the mind, because show me one person that can say, I feel or sense the presence of a spirit without your 5 senses telling you that.
It's not possible.
I feel a move of the Holy Ghost without your 5% telling you that. So without the brain, forget about experiencing anything. That is what you picked up.
Yep.
Continue.
So the brain, you're saying, is just instrument that the mind is using to
The
receive,
platform.
to receive everything that the mind has, abilities and everything. Right.
Because the mind is the bridge between the physical and the spiritual.
Yeah.
Not the brain. The brain is the platform, but the mind is the bridge. And for the mind to communicate anything, the mind have to first communicate it to the brain.
Yeah. That is what neuroscience is.
That's what neuroscience. So tell me about neuroscience. Neuro-Spiritual Science.
Neuro-Spiritual Science. So what I have come up with, what I have discovered, right? What's my concept of
your findings?
My concept of a neuro-spiritual science is that it is a science. It's a sacred discipline, right? Where a practice where you're trying to unlock the full potential of the brain.
It's a practice that you try to unlock the full potential of the brain. So indirectly, the full potential of the mind.
And the mind. The brain and the mind.
Okay.
Because within the brain, there are 7 spiritual gates.
Within the brain? Okay, I'm interested.
Neuroscience doesn't know that because they see the...
Neuroscience doesn't know that?
No.
So neuro-spiritual science knows that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
because
listening.
neuroscience just sees the brain as a physical organ. But when you come into African spiritual science, they look at the brain as a spiritual organ also, a sacred temple.
The mind is the spiritual organ, the brain is the physical organ.
The brain and the mind. They look at it as a spiritual organ because within the brain there are 7 spiritual gates. But they are...
So let me correct it. It's your baby. I'm not trying to tamper with it. So within the mind are 7 spiritual gates.
Let me...
Or within the brain?
Within the brain. Right?
Okay.
Spiritual gates. These gates are like actual physical regions in the brain.
Oh, so you are talking about physical regions. What you are going to...
actually literal 7 different regions in the brain that represent these spiritual gates.
Wow.
But at the same time, they are metaphysical gates. They are spiritual gates. Because they are serving as a doorway, like a gate to the mind, like a portal to the mind. So this is where the mind expresses itself through these gates. So that is why I say it's also spiritual.
Dr. Peters, why have you never allowed me to do a GA on you?
I asked.
Fear. No. Because I promise you, it would unlock every single key you are missing in your practice, in your research.
Wow.
Because you are talking about an aspect of the mind that you haven't experienced before.
No.
Right? And I want to send you into the mind. Guys, she's talking this way not because she's ever done a GA, you're going into the realms or not. No, this is pure science talk. I am the one that travels all the time into the realms. But this is pure science. What are these 7 gates?
This is me just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. I got from your teachings and Western science.
Western science.
So I'm just trying to
So you put it
all together to make sense. Yeah.
I remember you sending me the data, and I looked at them like, I'm not going to be the one teaching this. You're going to be the one teaching it. Please. So you book series, shoot a lot of videos, and you start teaching people all these things. Is that a deal?
Okay.
Okay. So now I want to know these 7 gates.
Okay. Well, There are different names you
Okay.
can put to it, but for me,
Give me the names in Western science.
okay, in Western science, okay, gate 1, we have the instinctive gate, right?
This is science.
This is African spiritual science.
No, I'm talking about in medicine, in neuroscience.
Like the concept.
What would they call that particular gate?
They will call this gate the brain stem, the base of the brain.
The brain stem.
The brain stem. So that's like the root. Root of the brain.
Okay, so now you've given me the Western term, the brain stem.
The
In
brain stem.
neurospiritual science, what would you call it?
The instinctive gate.
So the brain stem, the instinctive gate. The brain stem, guys, remember, the brain stem is Western science. The instinctive gate is neurospiritual science. Okay. The next gate.
Gate 2, emotional gate.
The gate 2, emotional gate. So in Western science is what?
That would be the limbic system, where there's the amygdala and the hippocampus and the thalamus. So that is where the emotions, where emotions are generated in the brain.
So in Western science, amygdala, hypothalamus, hypothalamus, right? So that's the Western term. In spiritual terms, is emotional
gate.
The emotional gate.
The womb gate.
The womb gate. Okay. So now let's go to the third one.
Third gate, the rational gate.
The third gate is the rational gate.
So
So this rational gate is what? Is it spiritual or Western term? Spiritual term. So the rational gate is what in spirit?
That would be the prefrontal cortex, where you make plans, where the executive region of the brain, where you execute decision, you make plans and stuff like that.
She's confusing me with the terminology. Is it that frontal what?
The frontal lobe.
The frontal lobe.
Prefrontal lobe.
The prefrontal lobes. Okay.
Yes.
What is it?
So that's a region where you think, you make decision, you solve problems, you reason, think critically.
And in spiritual science,
That's the rational gate.
that's a rational gate. So that's gate 3.
That's gate 3.
Then we go to gate what?
Gate 4.
Gate 4. And what's gate 4?
The intentional gate.
The intentional gate. Hey,
Yes.
Dr. Peters. She's killing me with the terms. The intentional gate. Okay.
Yes.
How would we call the intentional gate in Western science?
So that would be the area, the parietal lobe area.
The parietal loop area. What does it do?
So that's areas where where the will is, where you get motivation to carry out your work, your tasks, your assignments. So that's area where motivation is to make you carry out your work. Yeah.
So that's again, mention the term again in spirit.
Intentional gate.
The intentional gate. When you intend something to be.
Yes.
So
like
when
your goals, where your goals are.
So this is when you say, I am going to do this, and then it's happening there.
Yes.
So it's in the brain.
That's where manifestation takes place.
And that is a something loop. Was
The parietal lobe.
the parietal loop. Okay.
Basal ganglia area.
So from the 4th gate, we go to the 5th gate. What is that?
The intuitive gate.
The intuitive gate. That's when you say, I feel, I sense, I pick, right?
That's the arena where you get your prophecy.
Yeah, so I'm picking something in the spirit, I'm saying. So prophetic is actually science.
They would say that's Swedru science. They wouldn't call it science.
They call it Swedru science. But it's science because in Western science, what is that gate?
That's the region where there's a pineal gland.
The pineal gland. Okay.
The third eye.
The third eye conversation.
Yeah.
So that is the instinctive.
Intuitive.
Sorry, the instinctive is the 4th, intuitive is the 5th, right? And that's the pineal gland. Pseudoscience.
They would call it Swedish science because science doesn't believe anything like outside of the physical realm. So they would say, okay, that's...
Listen, the whole world is going to come after you to explain these things to them. Because when they come, listen, I don't listen. Where my mind is, I'll direct you to her. Okay, so now we go to the fifth gate. So everybody talk about the pineal gland. There was a time the pineal gland became the subject of the day. Everybody going crazy. Open your third eye, open your third eye. But they didn't know it's only the fifth gate.
The fifth gate.
It's not the highest. Okay, so now there's a sixth gate. What's the sixth gate?
We call that the crown gate.
The sixth is the crown. So
crown.
in science is what?
Oh, now we are out of the realm of science. Yeah, science gonna.
So now we are talking purely neuro-spiritual science.
Above beyond science now. This is out of neuroscience.
The crown gate is about neuroscience.
Because this is the area, like, okay, we'll say this is the neocortex area.
The neocortex area. But it's literally above the regions of.
Within the realms, but still, I'd consider it more spirituality. Science
Than neuroscience.
Yeah, neuroscience.
Okay, so now, my scientists, we are out of your reach because now we're about to go to the seventh gate. And what's the seventh gate?
We call this the cosmic gate.
The seventh gate is the cosmic gate. I promise you. Listen, don't try it. Because not a lot of you can access this gate. I'm telling you.
You just said it.
Not, you can't access.
You can't, because it's the realm of the Almighty.
And this, what you have said is what the Sanskrit described as the chakras, the 7 chakras.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is a realm that don't try it. Before you can, at least you can make it to the fifth gate, the third eye gate, right? But the cosmic gate is where the All Mother sits. So that is literally where I sit. That is my gate, guys. For you to have access to this gate, that's when they will reveal to you who I am. Until you make it through this gate, you will never. Most of the things I say will seem to you like comedies. So you realize that everybody operating in the prophetic realm, is only operating on the fifth gate.
Yeah.
You're not even on the sixth, the crown.
Yeah, because the sixth gate is where we'll say our higher self dwells.
The sixth gate is where your crown.
In that realm.
And not a lot of people have made it to open. That's why we started the program MEKRA.
Right.
A lot of people thought MEKRA is the name of the organization. It's not. I was only telling the world about the program MEKRA. That's why we never registered it. Remember, I said a lot of people are going to register the name. I'm like, I don't care. Let people register the name. We have things coming up. So you can actually go ahead and register MEKRA for yourself. But to me, it was cheap because that was only the program. Right? And now the program is Neuro-Spiritual Science. And Dr. Peters is the one teaching it. Right? And Dr. Peters, you can't go and register Neuro-Spiritual Science. What's wrong with you? Right? So now, when I said that I have the ability to upgrade everybody's brain, I wasn't joking.
You wasn't joking.
I was making sense.
You have the keys, you have the technologies to open every single gate. And all the practices you have been teaching us.
No, because somebody would ask, how do I access all these 7 gates? What would you tell such a person in summary?
Just the practices you were teaching us, right? Just the practices. Through herbs. Herbs, fasting, alkaline
So
diet.
2 herbs, true fasting,
Herbal to
true
intake.
alkaline diet, true stamping,
Dancing,
clapping, dancing,
sacred
professing
language,
secret tongues,
speaking.
glossolalia.
Glossolalia.
That's what you call tongue speaking in your church. Wow. So she didn't know I was going to do this, but this is what I'm going to do. When I'm ready, I'll hand over all my notes to her. My personal notes. I'll hand it all over to her. And she will dissect it. And she'll start teaching our program, Neuro-Spiritual Science, in MEKRA.
Wow.
You didn't know I was going to do this?
No.
These are notes I've gathered since I was 17 years old.
Wow.
These are research I have made myself for all these years. This note includes the origins of the All-Father, the origins of darkness, the 7 wives of the All-Father, before all these other. If I tell you, the Lord God, Amen, is the highest God humanity. First and foremost, the highest God humanity came to is Buddha, Pita. That's the highest God humanity came to, Buddha Pita. And Pita is only my throne. That's only my throne. That's the energy I sit on if I want to speak. Right? So I'll give you all those secrets for you to study. And further, that's why I called you the mother of Neuro-Spiritual Science.
But I haven't got anywhere. This is just...
it's surface.
Yeah,
don't worry.
Yeah.
I will give you all the tools. I'll give you all the tools you need to teach the world about Neuro-Spiritual Science. Everything.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to build you a research lab. And this is happening right here in Ghana. People don't know the treasure that is sitting on this land. They don't know the gifts of what is sitting on this land. They don't know who I am. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, I was in the realms, and they were challenging my authority. They were like, who are you? I was like, I'm the All-Father. Like, how dare you say you are the All-Father? Come and see all the powers in the realms rushing down on me. I had to put every single one of them in their place. And then they said, oh, so why didn't you tell us you're coming to earth? What is the point if you understand me? For you to understand me and what I do, it means you are me. You can't understand me. So they said, this is why they have the title Almighty. Why would somebody be called an Almighty? When that person has all power to be able to overcome all things. So then, if I reinvented myself to come here to reconstruct everything so I can live again, then every single power in the realms, on the earth, beyond the realms are going to try me. Did the Boko not say it? That was a fight I was fighting last night. I had to sack everybody away. There's only one person that could stand in my presence during that fight. And she almost died. Right? So I'll give you the keys, the tools, everything for you to explore. Now your work really begins. This is why you've been brought to Ghana. You thought you were wasting your life.
No, it's not that I thought that, but when I'm at a standstill, it can feel that way. But I know it was for a reason.
Now you're going to teach the world. Aside that, I'm going to tell you doing something. I'm going to test spirituality.
Test spirituality.
In modern science. I think by now the rains have stopped. Can we check so we go outside for this one? Okay, guys, so we are outside and I'm going to do something that no spiritual person have ever done. I can say it emphatically because I know nobody has ever done this. And Onyamekesi Krom is the first place to do this. And we call this Neuro-Spiritual Science. And this is our first gift to humanity, right? As a Neuro-Spiritual Science practice. Now, before the system comes for her, she's never practiced anything in Ghana. She's only been doing volunteer work. She's been volunteering to support our research in MEKRA, to support everything we're doing, to ensure that Africa comes back up again. And we are ready, right? So I have a gift. I've been talking about this gift for a while now. I'm going to ask Osof Kofi to bring it now. So this is it. This is my gift to humanity. This is called Yankuntondia. This is our spiritual fabric, Dr. Peters. If you see me not able to turn, it's because of the battle I fought in the ring. Like, I'm in so much pain. You have no idea. So, this one cloth, right? If you have this cloth in your house, for the next 7 years, death cannot enter your house. Is that possible in science?
In science, modern science.
Modern science.
In modern science, no.
In modern science, no. Do you think in neuro-spiritual science this can happen?
It's possible.
It's possible.
Because of what you have said. The energies that are within the cloth.
No, let's not even go to the energies.
No, I know why I'm saying
Let's
that.
stay behind and say the intention is one of the gates. Is it not? Spiritually, and what realm in Western science are we doing? Are we taking? What would Western the intention gate? What would that be called? The intention gate.
That would be the parietal.
The parietal cortex.
The
When
parietal loop.
Parietal loop, or whatever she said, right? So, but say.
But for me, I wouldn't coincide this with that gate.
No. I'm saying something. So let's even say that everything I'm saying is not true. It's false, right? If I enter through that gate and I set an intention to this, and I say for the next 7 years, anybody that has the Yankuntong cloth will not suffer death. Have I not just practiced a science which you just opened to the world? Our spiritual practices say science. So let's even take the energies out, because this is backed by Otubia and Su, right? Let's take the Yankuntong out. Let's take the goddess out, my crown. Let's take her out, right? And just talk science. If I set an intention behind something and I repeat it in spirituality or in neuroscience, how long does a character get formed? A brain. How long does it take for a brain to form a particular character?
It will depend on the person.
It will depend on the person. So give a time range.
Level. It can happen, as I say, it depends on the person. Week.
So let's say the weakest person. How long would it take the weakest person to change a particular character and form a new character in science?
Well, if they practice like one of the spiritual tools, for example, affirmations, like repeating something daily, it can happen within a week.
A week you can change a character,
Yeah.
right? So let's pretend I don't have any power. I'm cheap. I don't have anything. And for the past 1 year, I've been setting this intention behind this energy that the next 7 years, anyone that has the Yankuntondua, death cannot come to your house. And I promise you, there's a lot of crazy things that is going to happen in the next 7 years. But death will not. There's so many benefits. Those of you who haven't seen the video on Yankuntondua, go and listen to it. I'm going to do a new one. There are 14 spiritual benefits to this fabric. 14 gates that are open in the realm, right? But I'm just giving you just one in this science. Once you have it, no death would come to your house for the next 7 years. And I'm only, let's pretend I don't have any time, I'm only accessing the gates.
The intentional gate.
Intentional gates. Right? So I'm not only going to talk, I'm going to prove it to people. Okay? So I'm going to pick 7 people. 7 people. So I'm going to pick 7 people, random people. These are working people in Accra. Because we don't have the resources to be all over Ghana at once yet. Right? So we're going to be in Accra. We're going to keep these 7 people in a hotel for 7 days. Before they come to the hotel, we're going to do all their vital checks. We're going to do all their organ check. And we're going to do their brain scan.
How their brain are currently performing.
How their brain are currently performing. We're going to do all those tests. Right? Then when we finish, we'll put them in a hotel for 7 days. Okay? And these 7 days, all we will do, let them wrap themselves in this cloth. Of course, there are basic rituals we'll add to it. Those are the basic rituals, because I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know what you, and this, you don't even have to be a spiritual scientist. You can be a prophet, you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, and you do your usual work. It's not like you are stopping and coming on a holiday. It's not like it was easy. It's going to be too cheap, too easy for me to house you for 7 days. That's cheap. I can easily do that, break that. But I'm going to leave you, go to work every day, come back to the hotel, go to work every day, come back to the hotel, go to work every day, come back to the hotel for 7 days. Right? And in these 7 days, after everything, right, we'll go and do the readings again. And
this is science.
This is science.
What you have created there is a scientific method.
It's not. I'm not just telling you believe something. I'm not just telling you. I'm not just saying I pray over you, receive it prophetic. That's not what I'm doing.
It's a literal scientific experiment we are doing.
So it's a scientific experiment that Onyamekesi Chrome is doing, and you have proof of it that it's a scientific experiment. But because you don't have the license to operate here, so we're going to use public science facilities or public lab facilities. We're going to do the quantum reading, and we're going to do the brain scannings, right, to check the performance of the brain. I promise you, and I say this on authority, every single person that undertakes this experiment, all your brain performances will change.
The gates are going to be activated.
You're not going to go all the way to the 7th gate. No, you're not ready. But at least I can send you into all 4 gates. And if you are lucky enough, I can even open your 5th gate, your pineal gland, for you by the 7th day. So I need volunteers. If you know you are in Accra, you work with it, you have to be a working person. I don't want anybody that will stay home the whole day and not go to work. I want you to, that's the challenge I'm putting myself. Because if you are staying there the whole day, 7 days, and not do it, it's cheap, it's easy.
Yeah.
I can do this easy. But I want you to go to work. Watch your workers, you will change in front of your workers' very eyes. Because I'm going to have this. Let me tell them another thing I'm going to have them listen to. The breakthrough song.
Another powerful tool.
Do you think this is achievable in science? What we're about to attempt?
It's possible.
There's a break and make for MEKRA. Because if we do this test and it fails, the whole organization, Onyamekesi Chrome, fails. Nobody will believe in us again.
No, in science, it's okay.
No. Wait. It's okay for scientists to fail. I don't fail.
That's how we learn. That's how we grow.
I've done all my failures. What do you think we're doing all these years?
True.
I get what I'm saying. I know science, you have to do it and fail,
Yes,
and do it and fail.
experimenting.
We have been doing and failing ourselves. We've been practicing ourselves. We use ourselves as scapegoats. Because if I had gone to use somebody as scapegoat and something happened to the person, they will come and arrest me. In Ghana, in West Africa, in Africa, we are not there yet. Where people can take people for experiments, and even if they die, because of the NDAs they sign, you cannot go and sue the company. But here, they will say you've used the person for rituals. Right? That is how come our science is not growing. Because when somebody dies during the practice, they condemn you. You've used it for rituals. You've done your own things with it. They don't understand that in the West, for a medicine to come out, they kill certain people. Because they put people on clinical trials. And these clinical trials, some of them are going to survive. Some of them are going to die. But they signed a deal. But here, if we do it and somebody dies right now, they will say, it's a ritual. Right? So this is not going to fail. Because we've done all the failings. 7 days.
7 days.
I don't know who these volunteers are, but of course, when you come, we'll make you sign an NDA. The NDA is not a conversation of debt. The NDA is that you are complying and agreeing to everything we are doing. So that we don't become liable to anything that happens in or after the research. Right? And then, of course, if you even want us to give you something small, we'll give you something small for us researching on you. but you get to keep one of the Yankunton fabrics. You bring it to the grounds during our festival for me to activate it for you. Because what I'll give you, these are personal ones that I've activated myself. So I'm not, you understand? Anyway. So 7 people, it can be men, women, old, young, but not less than 21. Because you have to be working person. Yeah. Not less than 21. And not more than 65. So, pension is what? 60. So not more than 60, because I want to make sure you're working. So not less than 21, not more than 60, 7 people. Call our call center, okay? What we'll do is that these 7 people, we are going to check spiritually if their energies agree with us. Because part of our science is that we don't just do our physical test. You do physical test with machine and all of that. We do spiritual test, spiritual diagnosis, to diagnose and check if you qualify for us to give you. So that's the only qualification. When we diagnose and check, we will mention the names and we'll make the names public, so the whole public knows that these are the people. That we are not going to hide anything. We're going to have the cameras on the entire 7 days, so everybody knows what's happening to you. Our legal team would advise us. Yes, I have a legal team now. I didn't have, you see, I'm not having a legal team because I'm reporting myself to the police or somebody has come to do something and I want the legal team to work on. No. But what we are doing, we need a solid legal, because there can be legal complications. So our legal team have to be on board, give us a contract, we all sign, we have the permit with police and all of that. Then we go into the search for 7 days. Tell me one spiritual house that have attempted this or tried this. When I keep saying that you don't understand it. I don't know if you have anything to say, Dr. Peters.
Let's get to the experiment.
Let's get to the experiment.
Yes.
I can't wait to get to the experiment. I love you guys as always, and I make this announcement officially. From next year, Dr. Peters will be the one teaching the MEKRA program. And now, our MEKRA program is called Neuro-Spiritual Science. And you can qualify to become a scientist. We'll work on the accreditations and the certification. So you don't need, listen, you don't need to be a university graduate. You don't need to be we've started our MEKRA school. You don't need to be anything. Your only qualification is that you believe in spirituality. Yeah. That's the only qualification to become a neuro-spiritual scientist. And then you have the certification to now go and operate as a neuro-spiritual scientist. Is that not powerful?
Powerful. You're awakening your true self.
You're awakening your true self. And you're getting a certificate for awakening. Our school is going to be mind-blowing. It is school of witches. School of witches and wizards. We are here. I love you guys. And we'll see you in the next video.
We got